Season of the Lost, or as I like to call it, Season of the Voop, introduced a mod called Particle Deconstruction, which increases damage from all fusion rifles up to a 5-time stacking buff. This is made for a very interesting seasonal meta, with the raid exotic 1k Voices sitting atop the throne of DPS at the moment. But what about legendaries? Can't quite figure out which ones are the best? What makes a good fusion rifle? Is my trinary system any good? No. No, it's not. Have all these questions led you to do this? Welcome to the top 3 fusion rifles in Season 15. I'm Underrated Max, and throughout this video there will be cards linking you to other videos that you may find useful on your journey to get these weapons. All the following tests were conducted using just Particle Deconstruction on the champions, and then Well of Radiance paired with Particle for raid bosses. Starting off the list at the number 3 spot is going to be Merciless. This can be purchased from Xur on occasion. This exotic from Vanilla D2 is very unique due to its perk speeds up the rate of fire of every shot that does not get a kill. So for example, on a raid boss or champion like you'll see in the footage, it can drastically increase its rate of fire at the cost of slight diminishing damage per shot. If you need a fusion rifle but do not own the next 2 weapons on this list, Merciless is definitely a decent choice. Moving up to the number 2 spot is the Void Ritual weapon from Season of the Splicer, Null Composure. This weapon came out when fusion rifles were not as prominent as they are now, so it's understandable if you never got around to picking this one up. It has 4 perks to select from with 2 per column, Feeding Frenzy or Heating Up in the first, with Reservoir Burst and High Impact Reserves in the second. Reservoir Burst can be seen in action here. It's essentially Dragonfly, but for fusions, except it's nowhere near as good. Only managing to kill rank and file enemies, and barely even damaging the majors. Which is why High Impact Reserves is the optimal choice here. On these bosses, once I hit the lower magazine numbers, it ramps up the damage by a good margin, making up for the low impact stat compared to the slower rate of fire, high damage per shot fusion rifles. And finally, we have the undisputed champion of legendary fusions in this season, the Cartesian Coordinate from Season of the Chosen. As I said earlier in the card, on screen you can click over to a video where I go over all the different ways you can get this weapon. I have a chart that you can go ahead and screenshot for your uses later, if you don't have a god roll for yourself yet. This is a rapid fire frame fusion, but it can roll with Vorpal Weapon, and when paired with boss spec, makes this thing absolutely shred through every enemy this season. By far putting out the highest DPS in my testing with Kali, and easily killing the champion before he got a chance to shoot back at me. I personally like my Slideways Vorpal roll for the reason of losing less DPS time by not needing to reload as much as others. And there we have it. Those are your top 3 fusion rifles in Season of the Voop. I hope you all have the best of luck obtaining these for yourself. If you believed any fusion rifles deserve to be mentioned in this video, comment down below, let me know, and we'll have that discourse. Like the video if you enjoyed, share it with your friends, and subscribe for more Destiny 2 content. See ya.